everybody, welcome to the Nova Open Charitable Foundation Virtual Lounge. This is actually the pre-lounge. I'm joined today by Scott Walter. Man, how are you?
I am well, Paul. I am super excited for this and for the event and for everything. Thanks for interviewing.
So if people are not aware, you are the Miniac.
I'm one of the Miniacs. There are many miniature maniacs in the world, but yes, I'm one of them.
To me, you're the Miniac.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
Fan of your channel, like how you engage everyone, and it's based around painting miniatures and like your love and exploration of the hobby. So can you tell me a little bit about yourself and then what led you to the NOCF?
Yeah. My name's Scott. I love miniature painting. I love making videos and painting miniatures. So I figured about 5 years ago at this point to just put the two together into a YouTube channel where I paint miniatures on it. And I love everything about miniature painting, like the goofy quirks of people in the community, the tools, the techniques, painting the miniatures, the games, everything. And so my channel is a reflection of that. It's everything about miniature painting.
I like it. Yeah, I mean, you go on this journey with us, and you take your viewers along this journey with you. I mean, even the great stuff, and then the trials. That's probably the best way of describing it. There you go.
And then how did I come to the NOCF? I wanted to do a charity event for hitting 100,000 subscribers, and it's really difficult to do charity raffles without having a lot of stuff set up. There's a lot of red tape, and the NOCF is an organization that does exactly what I wanted to do, which was a miniature painting event for charity. And so we used their know-how, their platform, and my community painted a bunch of awesome armies that they took and raffled off for charity, or are raffling off for charity right now. So yeah, it just everything fell into place. They were exactly what I needed.
The raffles are up right now for people to go and check out, and it's armies. I mean, these are large scale projects that are some pretty impressive stuff. And I think you designed the paint schemes. Can you tell me a little bit how you came to those conclusions for some of these, or is just things you wanted to see, or these techniques that were existing and you put your spin on it?
Yeah. So the Ultramarine one was developed by Guy from Midwinter Minis, and he is another YouTuber who is particularly fantastic at making schemes that are consumable and easy to paint with not a lot of expensive tools. So no airbrushes, nothing like that. And so I let him do that, and he did a great job with that. For the Sisters of Battle one, I wanted to have one that was kind of more gritty and grim dark and like weathered. And so I went for more of that kind of approach, kind of leaning into the whole metallic red undercoat, and lots of chipping and like mud on the boots and on like the lower garments and stuff like that. So I wanted one that was like fun for people who like that kind of painting style. And then the Necron one was partially developed by Duncan Rhodes of the Games Workshop fame. And then I made some modifications to it just to use less paints. And then the last one, the Thousand Suns one, was one that was the most complicated one for people who, if they wanted a challenge, could kind of stretch their legs, cut their teeth on that. That one did use an airbrush as well. And so that kind of was for people who have airbrushes, interested in using that for blending and whatnot. But basically across the four armies, I wanted like a smattering of techniques, colors, and difficulty levels so that anyone who wanted to participate could kind of enter in where they saw fit, where they saw appropriate.
So I assume that when you started this process and getting to where we are now, like the coordination between people, because you've had people that are doing just like I'm doing, they're doing a unit here, unit there, and kind of stuff, and then bringing it all together. Can you describe that a little bit?
Yeah, so man, Nova has been so instrumental in that kind of communication. So originally, we announced the charity event, and people signed up for what they thought they could accomplish. We had a bunch of names of people that chose various units that we had available based on lists that were made by Mournival. And then we had a huge wait list for those that couldn't get something in time and wanted to participate in case someone else dropped out. And basically the plan was every week to email people to ask how they were doing and get a progress update. And if they didn't respond, we'd find someone to replace them because they were kind of going AWOL. And I did that one time, and holy cow, the amount of communication required to keep like the status of everyone like in a spreadsheet was so intense that NOCF kind of swooped in and saved me. And they did all the communication after that, making sure everyone was on track, getting stuff painted. So yeah, they took that off my plate so that I could keep making videos and painting miniatures. So they were super instrumental. Honestly, I don't know how I would do a thing like this without their help and their knowledge in that category.
Absolutely. Well, this has brought the community together. And that's one of the things that, with this experience and working with the NOCF, is seeing the folks from all over the world really come together. And granted, yeah, we're celebrating miniatures, but we're also contributing to some really great causes. Scott, man, it's a pleasure talking with you. Can I check in with you again pretty soon and just see how things are going?
Yes, absolutely.
The raffles are up right now. Go get some tickets. Check out your channel to see how this all progressed. Now it came together, and man, I cannot wait to follow along with this.